What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS. All right, guys. So I want to get into this because we're only a few weeks away from the election. And actually next week in my state, early voting begins. And I definitely will be doing that. We've seen so much stuff just in the last couple of days when it comes to Trump to show that this man is not even all there anymore. As much as they still try to prop him up to make him seem like he is coherent, he really isn't. The man is flailing. He is old. He is what he wanted to claim Joe Biden was. But even though Joe Biden is really old, he is not losing it like Donald Trump is. Like Donald Trump, there really is no comparison between him and Joe Biden, right? But with all of that being said, there's still these guys out here, these black guys, that maybe they're registered to vote, maybe they're not. I would actually think that they probably aren't, because I feel like a lot of those people who are talking, it's more so speak and podcast chat versus actual actions. So they're probably not even registered to vote, and they're just talking about how they're not voting for Kamala, or we ain't getting nothing for that vote. But really, what would they be getting for voting for Donald Trump? Because really, the truth of the matter is they're not getting what they claim they would be getting. So with all that being said, I want to share this video with you guys. This is from the Defiant Lawyers Network. I will put the full video link in the description box, but I want to share a part of it with you because it just laid out so many details and facts that I feel is just so important for people to hear. And if it gets through to at least one person, I feel like it can make a difference. So that's why I wanted to share it. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Now, back to the question at hand. And let me pull up what I'm telling you here. So there is a report that says 1 in 4, I said 20%, but it's actually 25%. 1 in 4 U.S. black men under 50 support Trump for president, according to an NAACP poll. Now, this is being reported by Reuters. I haven't actually seen the NAACP poll yet. I have requested it. I'm waiting for it, but I'm going to assume that Reuters is not shucking and jiving out here in these YouTube streets, and so they, they're reporting something accurately. So 1 in 4 black men support Donald Trump, black men under the age 50. My simple question is, what tangibles? What tangibles are those men going to receive? What tangibles? Because there are these pro-black imposters who have been saying now for years on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, anywhere they get a chance, you don't vote unless you get some tangibles. What tangibles are these men getting? That's my question. What tangibles are they getting? What tangibles are they expecting to get from a white supremacist and from a group of white supremacists? What tangibles? So you don't ask for tangibles, or you don't get tangibles when you're voting for the GOP? Is that it? You only expect tangibles when you're voting for the Democrats? Is there a double standard here? Because I'm not hearing anything about any tangibles from this 25% of black men under 50. I want to know, what tangibles are they getting? All right, let's go back to my other screen here. Maybe they would say, well, we're going to get jobs, low unemployment. Not so fast, because you got those jobs, you got that good economy from Obama. When Trump took office, he inherited a great economy from Barack Obama. Go confirm it for yourself. And the job numbers were high, and they kept just being great numbers, because when Trump came into office, he didn't have anything to fix. Everything was flowing well. In fact, Obama actually told him, we're giving you a great economy. Don't mess it up. What did Trump do? He messed it up. How? Because he mishandled COVID. He lied about COVID. He didn't take COVID seriously. Remember him saying that maybe we can just shoot someone with some stuff to cure horses, or maybe some ultraviolet light in their veins? Or remember he said COVID was nothing more than the flu? Remember he said, well, it'll be gone by such and such time? See, he mishandled COVID, and COVID turned out to be a serious pandemic that killed over 1 million people. And it messed up the economy because of Trump. So he inherited a great economy. He messed that economy up. Now, he brags about having the lowest unemployment rate for black Americans. Not true. Joe Biden had the lowest unemployment rate in April of 2023. And again, Trump cannot take credit for Obama's economy. He can't do that. So I wouldn't be expecting a whole bunch of jobs if Trump gets reelected. I wouldn't be expecting that. Well, then you may say, stimulus checks. Not so fast. Stimulus checks came from Democrats. Pelosi. The Democrats are the ones who fought for you to get those checks. The GOP, they don't give out checks. They don't believe in that. If they had their way, there would be no Medicare, no Medicaid, or anything like that. They don't do that. They believe in enriching the top 1%. And hopefully things then will trickle down to everybody else. So they were fighting these checks. Trump did it. He signed it into law because he saw a political opportunity. Now you got to give the guy that. He's definitely an opportunist, right? He's definitely one who will take advantage, shrewdly so. And when I say shrewd, that's not a compliment. I'm not complimenting him. I'm saying that the guy is a con man. And he would do anything to get elected. But if he didn't have to do anything to get your vote, he wouldn't do anything for you because he doesn't care for you because he is a white supremacist. So no, the checks had his name on them, but the checks actually came from the Democrats. And when you talk about reparations, that's a hard no. Donald Trump and the GOP will never, ever approve reparations. Ever. So what are the tangibles? I can hear somebody like, say, Omar Johnson saying, you don't vote for somebody unless you're getting something. What are you getting, black man? What are you getting? That's my question. What are you getting? What are the tangibles? I'd like to know. Tell me down in the comments, what tangibles are those black men going to receive from Donald Trump? Well, actually, I do believe that they will receive some tangibles. I do. If they help Trump get elected, I do believe that those black men will receive some tangibles. Here they are. I believe that they will receive the tangible of stop and frisk because Donald Trump has said that if he gets back in office, it's going to be law and order and he's going to re-implement stop and frisk. This is where the police officer just throws you up against the wall without any reasonable suspicion and start frisking you. And only you, black man, because he stood up in a Detroit church. Remember, he was in that black Detroit church. What did he say? He said crime was mainly in the black community.
They want to ignore what Donald Trump has said, and they want to focus on Kamala's gender.
So he called us the criminals. And he said that he was going to restore law and order through stop and frisk. So that's one tangible you're going to get. Another one is because of stop and frisk, you're going to get tangible, you're going to get a criminal record if you don't have one already. Because if you're targeted like that, if the police targets the black community like that, oh, that's going to run up criminal records, including felonies. So that's another tangible. More felonies for the black man. That's what you're going to get. More tangibles, more criminal records, more stop and frisk. And because you're being targeted with stop and frisk and felonies and so forth, you're going to get imprisoned. Yeah, more black men are going to go to prison. More black men are going to go to death row. You do know that when Trump was in office, he stood by as a bunch of black men were put to death via the death penalty. Something that he could have prevented. So that's another tangible. Probation. Probation is going to be another tangible that you're going to get, black man. Unemployment. Why do I say unemployment? Because one thing that Trump despises, I mean he despises it, is something called DEI. He despises that. Oh, wow, he's the one who started going after affirmative action and DEI. He actually put that into motion. I'm going to play you a video in just a moment, and it's going to show you, you're going to hear from his own mouth, his disdain for programs like DEI, affirmative action, and so forth. So his vitriol for DEI and affirmative action and anything to benefit you, black man, he's going to target those things once again. And that's going to result in more of you being unemployed. You also, here's another tangible, you're going to get more right-wing judges. If you help elect him, you're going to get more right-wing judges. That's just the nature of the beast. The GOP are laser focused on packing the federal bench. Trump already put 3 right-wing, radical, racist, white supremacist judges on the bench the first time because a bunch of you either voted for him or didn't vote. And he packed the federal bench. He's going to do more of that. So that's another tangible that you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of homelessness. You know why? Because he hates the Fair Housing Act. He hates it. He was even sued under the Fair Housing Act. So you know he hates it real bad. And him and Ben Carson almost gutted it. So they're going to go back in office and finish the job. So that's another tangible. There's going to be a lot of housing discrimination that you're going to have to deal with. That's going to result in homelessness. Underfunded schools. That is a part of Project 2025. So is the homelessness. Oh, I know he says he knows nothing about it. You believe that? Trump's a serial liar. Do you really believe that when a bunch of the folks who worked for him wrote the Project 2025 manual? Go watch all the videos that I did on Project 2025. So that's another tangible that you're going to get. Your kids are going to be in schools that are underfunded because Project 2025 is going to take that money and send it to the states so that white kids can use that money for their education. What else are you going to get? Immunized cops. Trump has said, infamously, Trump has said that he will give cops criminal immunity. which means if they shoot you dead, they won't be prosecuted under another Trump administration. That's another tangible. Oh, your life is literally going to be on the line, and mine too, and every other black man we know, because these cops are going to be out here feeling themselves big time. How do I know? Because I sue them. I sue cops for violating our rights. So that's another tangible you're going to receive, brother. More cop killings. We're already 5 times more likely to be killed by cops than any other group in America. Well, give them immunity and they're going to start killing more of us. That's another tangible. So yeah, I understand. You're going to get tangibles, but not the kind of tangibles you want. And why is this? Because you are actually trusting. You're putting your confidence in a white supremacist. And we know this. We have documentation proving that he's a white supremacist. And why are you trusting him? Because of one word, disinformation. I got a video coming out really soon to show you how badly disinformation has distracted so many black people from the real issues. That's coming out real soon. So yeah, there'll be some tangibles, but not the kind of tangibles that any of us want. Now, what I want to do is play a video from back in the 80s of Trump saying some things that will absolutely show you his heart. All right, let's go to that video.
A well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market. And I think sometimes a black may think that they don't really have the advantage or this or that. But in actuality, today, currently, it's a great, I've said on occasion, even about myself, if I were starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
Now, did you hear that? Trump said a well-educated black man has more advantages than a well-educated white man. On what planet? In what universe? That is preposterous. The numbers, the statistics, the studies, the research debunk that whole notion. But we can't dismiss what he said. We can't dismiss it. It sounds ridiculous, especially when he says that he would want to come back in another life as a well-educated black man. We are talking about a guy who received hundreds of millions of dollars from his father.
They want to ignore what Donald Trump has said, and they want to focus on Kamala's gender.
And yet he's sitting there with a straight face saying that he would want to come back as a black man, or that well-educated black men have advantages over well-educated white men. He knows he's lying, but he's saying it for a purpose. He's saying that for a reason. He's not just talking out of his neck. He is saying that for a reason. Why is he saying it? Let me show you why he's saying it. First, because he's a white supremacist, but why is this white supremacist setting up this argument like that? When Trump claims a well-educated black man has an advantage over a well-educated white man, he's saying some things that he actually didn't say, but he's implying 3 things. One, he's saying black men don't need tangibles. He's saying, why am I going to give black men tangibles when they already have a better set of circumstances than white men? They're already in good shape. Black men are doing fine. The well-educated ones are doing well because they have more advantages than well-educated white men. In other words, that's a grievance. He's expressing a grievance. He's expressing something he doesn't like. It is not a compliment. He's not complimenting black men. He is complaining. He is saying black men have advantages over white men. He's also saying that black men received those advantages from the law, not merit. They didn't earn those advantages because we black men, we just get stuff because of the government in Trump's mind, because of affirmative action. DEI, that's why he went after that when he became president. He went after those things because of what you just heard him say.
All right, guys, so you heard all of that, and it's just all straight facts. It's no opinions. It's not just trying to talk down to anyone to make them feel like they're stupid for making the decisions that they are. It's about helping people to be informed, like really informed, not the type of stuff that a lot of these so-called hoteps people, the people that are like the Umar Johnsons, the Tariq Nasheeds, that have people following them with a lot of ignorance that they spew. And pretty much the majority of these people, they're grifters. What have they really given to the community that they claim they uphold and, hold so near and dear to their heart? I just don't really believe it. But when it comes to how they are trying to prop up Donald Trump like he's a good choice, they can't proclaim anything that is factual as to why they would vote for that man, and encouraging the people that follow them to do the same thing. All of the flailing that he's been doing, just the misspeaking, not really speaking on any real issues at all, swaying and bopping and moving his robotic arms to the music for like 39 minutes at that. It was supposed to be a town hall event, I believe, that happened earlier this week. Where is the outrage for that? Where is the talking points about that? But they're trying to speak negatively about Kamala and what they wouldn't get if she was in office, but not speaking about what they would get with Project 2025, which is a lot of things that they may be having as privileges and rights right now being rescinded. So let's be clear. They really are just a bunch of misogynistic. I was going to use a word. They're just misogynists, okay? And they don't believe in any woman being in a real leadership role. And so they just don't see it for her because she is a woman. So, with that, I just say this.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
You know wagwan, when you turn me around, wagwan, when the neighbors yell turn down, we keep it going, like pom pom pom, throw it back then rotation, cigarettes and just season, shine bright as that season, girl you know you are a jam 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 jam, jam 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 jam, jam 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 jam, sounding like you're wasting every time.
Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.